Ladies and gents, Sony's been showing off again, cranking out a banquet of video games for their shiny PlayStation 4 and 5 consoles that are such visual masterpieces they make Monet's water lilies look like child's play. Their exclusive titles are like the popular kids at school, always snagging the trophy for best dressed in the PS4 and PS5 graphics beauty pageant. And that's no surprise in the hit parade we've cooked up for you. So, fasten your seatbelts, as we're about to dive into the eye-candy avalanche of PS4 and PS5 games, the crème de la crème of graphics, each one more deliciously designed than the last. Sure, we're all aware that graphics aren't the be-all and end-all in gaming. But come on, who would pass up a chance to feast their eyes on top-tier visuals while they're diving, slashing, shooting or puzzle-solving their way through immersive gameplay? It'd be like saying no to extra chocolate sauce on your sundae. Pure madness, we say. So, here's our pick and mix of PS4 and PS5 graphic stunners, where the gameplay is just as delectable as the visuals. Enjoy! Ghost of Tsushima, Director's Cut. Ever wished you could swish your samurai sword through a picturesque Japanese landscape in an Assassin's Creed game? Your rescue team showed up in the shape of Sucker Punch, the WizKids previously famed for the infamous series. They unveiled their masterpiece, the action RPG Ghost of Tsushima, in 2018 and, boy, did it make the PS4 and PS5 gaming world sit up and take notice. This game's eye-popping visuals are so grand, they make even the prettiest PlayStation games scuttle into the shadows. And with the Director's Cut edition, the game's graphics only became more enchanting. Slide into Kurosawa mode in Ghost of Tsushima and watch as the game gets a fresh, cinematic coat of paint. The devs put their heart and soul into creating a tribute to the famous director's style, gracing us with atmospheric black and white visuals, an old-timey film grain, and amplified sounds of nature like the whispering wind and rustling leaves. All of this artistry handily earns Ghost of Tsushima a sparkling spot on our PS4 and PS5 best graphics list. The Last of Us Part 2.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Say hello to The Last of Us Part 2, one of the more talked about titles of recent times, and for good reason. Its astounding graphics are so lifelike, they deserve a trophy in the PS4 beauty pageant. The game's creators, Naughty Dog, didn't shy away from making brave choices that gave the game's story an unexpected twist, kicking up a storm of chatter online. But, let's put the controversy aside and marvel at the game's breathtaking visuals. Picture a city abandoned and flooded, highways reclaimed by nature, and sceneries so splendid, they belong on a postcard. Plus, those ultra-realistic facial expressions and fluid animations. The Last of Us Part 2 is like a showcase of the best graphics in the gaming world. The game's worlds are detailed and immersive, character models are second to none, and the animations, smooth as butter. Naughty Dog's tech wizardry is in full display here. With accolades pouring in from critics and players alike for its top-tier graphics, it was only right to include The Last of Us Part 2 on our list of PS4 and PS5 games with the best graphics. Cyberpunk 2077. Well, look who's next on our list. Yes, it's Cyberpunk 2077. Sure, it's had its fair share of flack, but when it comes to jaw-dropping visuals, this game is on a whole other level. This is especially the case with the next-gen patch version. Night City lights up the PS5 screen with its brilliant neon hues and deep, Inkai shadows.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues: sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
So, when compiling a list of the PS4 and PS5 games with the best graphics, how could we skip over such a dazzling gem? Even if the previous gen console version might make you wince a little. Fear not, though, the latest patches have given CDPR's game a serious facelift. If you haven't yet roamed the streets of Night City and weren't scared off by the initial reviews, there's no better time than now to dive into this game. Horizon Forbidden West.
I must find a way to stop it.
Next up is Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Guerrilla Games' blockbuster hit. It delivered all that fans were hoping for and then some, a more refined, prettier version of an already spectacular game. And with this game, our list of the best-looking PS4 and PS5 games gains another top contender. The Forbidden West is as expansive as it is rich in content. The The world of Horizon has bloomed, becoming more vibrant and realistic. Sure, you won't find groundbreaking changes here, but let's be honest, were we really expecting any? It's a splendid and solid continuation of an already loved franchise. And, contrary to some petty comments suggesting Aloy in Horizon Forbidden West has put on a few pounds, we believe she's never looked better. So, prepare to get lost in the gorgeousness of the Forbidden West. Death Stranding Director's Cut. Death Stranding, a game that has you playing delivery guy in a post-apocalyptic world, is an acquired taste. But that's the charm of Hideo Kojima's brainchild, right? Now, let's chat about the striking landscapes in the game, each one a masterpiece that can go from awe-inspiring to heart-rending in a flash. The vast American wilderness is a sight to behold, tempting you to pause and ponder the fleeting nature of life. But don't get too lost in thought, because danger is always around the corner, with bandits, beasts, and even Mother Nature herself ready to wreak havoc on your delivery schedule. Death Stranding Director's Cut has cranked up the visuals a notch, and it purrs along at a smooth 60 FPS. With every detail polished to perfection and some cool new mechanics thrown in, this game is a shoo-in for our PS4 and PS5 best graphics list. Sadly, our hero Sam had to give up his power to clone himself. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Look, I don't know if I'm ready to fly solo.
You gotta take the oath. I promise to do everything in my power to protect this city.
I promise.
When the PS5 swooped onto store shelves in November 2020, it didn't exactly come with an overflowing library of launch games. But, as they say, quality trumps quantity, and no launch title created as much buzz as Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Yes, there were naysayers labeling it a glorified DLC, but most gamers were itching to see the PS5 flex its muscles with a game that made its graphically impressive predecessor look like child's play. So, it's no shocker that this game continues to be a top seller on Sony's latest console. And why wouldn't it be? Who wouldn't want to swing through a gorgeously rendered New York City as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up our journey through the visual wonderland of PS4 and PS5 games. Sony never ceases to amaze us, delivering a feast of jaw-dropping games that leave us in awe. Until next time, folks, keep gaming and keep enjoying the beauty in every pixel.